And now the second quarter just getting set to start. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Heat.
A lot of success from mid-range so far for them, guys. If nothing else works, they can always fall back on the jump shot.
And the other thing, though, is their execution in terms of their ball movement has been flawless. Sets up a lot of easy scoring opportunities.
The Kings trail by 8.
And I think it's fair to say last season was a bit of a transition year for the Kings. I mean, after firing Malone and the injuries to their stars, they just tried to build for the future, realizing that was going to be in their best interest.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor, all fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. On the court right now for the Kings, Rudy Gay is out there with McLemore. Then there's Bellinelli. Then it's Curry. And it's Cousins in at the 5, roaming the paint. And the Kings last year were able to get George Karl to lead the team. A good hire for them. This team did decent under him back in the last half of the season.
Yeah, they still got a lot of work to do, but he can certainly make it happen for them. One of the outstanding coaches in our league. The Kings actually were in it for a while last year, but then had a mini rebuild mid-season.
And here we go. Fast break. Wade's got it. Curry against Dragic. Pass to Whiteside. Good ball movement here by Miami. 5 on the clock. 14 feet away. No luck. Nice D from Cousins. The Kings trail by 10. McLemore dishes to Gay. Dang grabs the miss. The Heat have gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. All sorts of time, and that's good. And it's Dragic with the assist. Dang's got his second bucket.
That's their third straight make off an assist.
Great ball movement.
And what a tough position Luol Deng found himself in last year in a small forward swap of sorts. LeBron James goes from Miami to Cleveland. Deng goes from Cleveland to Miami. He had his choice. There was Atlanta that was in the mix there too. But he goes to the Miami Heat. He's bounced around a little bit. But still a very big talent.
He is. You know, he kind of likes following legends. Remember, Scottie Pippen was that great small forward in Chicago, and Luol Deng was the next heir apparent. So he seemed to be pretty comfortable stepping into LeBron's role. Unfortunately, not able to deliver at the same level. And let's face it, the problem is you can't make up for losing the best player in the game, and that's the case here in Miami for Luol.
Rajon Rondo's checked in for Curry. And now approaching 2 minutes of action here in the second quarter.
And, you know, getting back to Luol Deng, he wasn't entirely pleased with his new role. He's been a knockdown mid-range shooter throughout his career, but last year he was asked to shoot corner threes and volume, and that's not his game.
And it's blocked by Whiteside. And they get it back. And Cousins gets it to go.
He was the first one to react to that miss. Excellent anticipation on his part. A hustle play on the putback by him.
Now Dragic. Stoudemire setting the pick for Dragic. Stoudemire kicks to Wade. The 19-footer is on the money. Wade's got the lead up to 12 now for Miami.
And back to Luol Deng. I mean, he started last season pretty strong. I mean, Deng was actually healthier than LeBron at the beginning of the year, but the tables turned around midseason. Deng became hobbled with that knee, and LeBron returned to his old dominant self.
The Heat leading by 10. Outside Dragic. Just 5 to shoot. 9 feet out. Here's Stoudemire. Boom, he jams it straight down.
And Kevin, plays like that are really the reason they've got a nice lead right now. Just a great job on the glass.
And Greg, the jam and the follow gets their whole bench jumping. Clark, look at them. They are really into it.
Yeah, they sure are. That's a little salt in the wound there. I mean, they take a miss and turn it into one of the plays of the game. That hurts. He's going to play his way right onto the bench and out of the game if he continues to shoot it like he has so far in this quarter.
Deng passes to Wade. The shot no good, and the Kings going the other way now. The dish now to Gay. Bellinelli for 3. It's hauled in by the Heat.
You know, 9 times out of 10, he's going to knock that one down. He'll spray that one on you.
The Miami Heat came up short last season in hopes of getting back to the playoffs. Clark, their road record didn't help them much.
Yeah, 17-24. I don't think you can be that far under 500 on the road and hope to play in the postseason.
And how about for the Heat having the best road record of any team that didn't make the postseason in the East? But as you said, struggling on the road will sink a team battling for a playoff spot.
All right, now, take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The first free throw is good.
You know, one final note, guys, on the Heat and their road losses. They ended up going only 2-8 in their last 10 road games of the year. That was a big part of how they fell out of the 8th playoff seed.
A platoon swap here for Sacramento. And then for Miami, Chris Bosh is checked in for Whiteside. Gerald Green comes in for Amari Stoudemire. And it's Chalmers in for Dwayne Wade.
And it was a very public falling out between Goran Dragic and the Suns front office. That was a real tense few weeks there before ultimately he was traded. Defense just not strong enough to throw him off his shot there. Sometimes it takes a little more effort to defend him down low.
Bosh, a screen on Butler. Shot off the screen. That is good. Green's got 9. And, of course, Dragic was traded to Miami last season, said he felt betrayed by the Suns front office, which spurred him wanting out of Phoenix and to South Florida.
Yeah, you know what? We'll never know the whole truth about that situation, but Dragic said they told him one thing with personnel and did something else.
Well, Greg, after a run of 10 playoff trips in 11 years, the Miami Heat missing the postseason last year, they'd end up a game back of the 8th spot.
Yeah, and what's hard for the Heat, Kevin, is that they were in the playoff picture for most of the year, and as the season wore on, they slowly fell out of that top 8.
Winslow's checked in for Goran Dragic. .127 left to play here in the second quarter.
You know, guys, for the greater part of last season, it appeared as though the Heat were playoff bound. Even with the players they lost, most figured they would be playing postseason basketball.
They set the screen. Collison dishes to Casper. The kick outside to Butler. There's the pass to Caspi. The drive by Collison. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim. Collison's got 6.
And one reason why the Heat did come up short in their playoff aspirations, they were very poor against other teams in the playoffs. So only went 15-31 against teams that had made it into the postseason last year.
That cuts the lead to single digits. Collison's got 4 this quarter.
Another bucket in the paint. That's something they just have not been able to stop today.
Yeah, the defense is all about disrupting timing and spacing, and what they've got going right now is not getting it done.
There's the screen. 6 on the shot clock. Then kicks to Chalmers. Pulls it from 20. There's Winslow. And a good offensive board. And he gets the bucket. And the Heat lead by 11.
That's something they need to do more of. Get after it on the glass. Go get those boards.
Clark, it wouldn't hurt. Some extra possessions would definitely help narrow the gap and maybe swing the momentum.
Collison. Good. Collison's got 10. And we've reached halftime in this one. Heat lead by 9.